everyone, and welcome to the Doctor Show. I'm Dr. Zahra Al-Jumaili here, and we're here just like every day of our past episodes. We talk about healthcare, we talk about diseases, we talk about common questions you guys have been wondering about. So in order to ask us more and to tell us what you want to talk about, please find us on social media, on all the accounts that we have, and you can even check our previous episodes as well. All right, so let's start already to talk about what are we talking about today, which is something everyone right now is talking about. It's our general talk. It's the coffee house talk. It's the family gathering talk. It's the dinner table talk, which is vaccinations and the vaccines in general. All right, so first of all, I'm not necessarily talking about the COVID-19 vaccine. I'm talking about the vaccines in general because obviously we don't have a big understanding of what vaccines are, because when the COVID-19 vaccine started to appear and people started to talk about it, everyone started to wonder, what is a vaccine? Is it safe or not? Is it a conspiracy theory that's happening, that's going on? No, everything has a scientific answer, and everything that we do about medicine or even life in general has a scientific answer, and it has a scientific explanation. So I'm here today to give you that scientific explanation about how do vaccines work and what is an actual vaccine. And again, I'm talking about vaccines in general, not just about the COVID-19 vaccine. And at the end of the episode, I can give you some advices about how to pick your COVID-19 vaccine, how to actually go do it, and what are the side effects about it. So, how does vaccines actually work? That's the first question you should ask yourself. Before I answer this question, I need to tell you how your immune system works. What will happen if I have a foreign body in my body? So, our immunity mainly is the white blood cells. They're basically like the police of your body. They're the soldiers. They patrol around your body at all costs, at all times, to look for foreign bodies to fight. If anything foreign happens to my body, if any bacteria, virus, anything goes into my body, your immune system goes to an alarm and goes to that specific bacteria or a virus to fight it, to make it get erased from your body. All right, so imagine if I have something, how would the body recognize it? My body releases something called antibodies. My white blood cells releases something called antibodies. Antibodies, they go around and fight. They're like the doctors of the body. They go around and fight diseases. But how do they recognize it? When I have a bacteria or a virus, I have something on the top of the bacteria or virus called antigen. Antigen is basically like the face of the bacteria, like how our body recognizes the face. If I see you, if I see someone familiar, I would know them from their face, not from their body, not from anything else. Their face is their recognition sign. So the antigen is the recognition sign that bacteria or the virus have, so the body recognizes it and knows that, all right, this does not belong to me, I need to fight it right now. So that's what I'm doing. When I do a vaccine and inject it to my body, I give a small antigen just for me to tell the body, be careful, there is outside this antigen, whenever it comes to your body, you need to fight it. So I'm making my body familiar with this. I'm making my body get used to it. I train my body to fight this infection when the time comes and this infection comes. So it's either a dead bacteria or a virus, it's either the protein that coats it, just like the Pfizer vaccine, it's like the protein that coats the coronavirus, all right? Or I even put some toxins that gets released by this certain bacteria or a virus, and when my body recognizes it right now, imagine in the future, after a couple of weeks, I got infected with COVID-19. My body will recognize it, fights it immediately, and I'm not gonna even have the disease. Or even if I have it, my immune system will be so strong that my symptoms will be very minor. So I'm not even going to have that disease anymore. I'm not going to fight it as much as I should, all right? So that's the basic idea of how do vaccines work. What are the common diseases that my body fought, my common diseases that we as human beings successfully fought? Just like the polio comes from the polio virus. It's in every single year. In 1950, it caused 15,000 children to be absolutely paralyzed in the US. Absolutely paralyzed because of one virus. And imagine, after we discovered the vaccine, until now, only 10 people in the 1970 got paralysis because they did not get the vaccine. All right, so imagine how effective that vaccine are. The effectivity of the vaccines are usually up to 99%. Is there any vaccine that works 100%? Never. Not even one vaccine works 100% because our bodies react differently. We have different immune systems, we have different nutritions, we have different body, whether your body is weak or strong. So the effectivity, sometimes it's 60%, like the flu vaccine, 60 to 70 to 80% maximum. That's why we have to take it every year. That's why we have, even if we take it, we might have the symptoms less. Anyway, so the effectivity is very, very strong in most of the vaccines. Even the COVID vaccines ones, some of them are 70%, some of them are 90-something%, but it's important to take them. Anyway, we'll get back to this point later. But now I need to get back to tell you what are the diseases that we actually successfully made it much, much less and almost eradicated them. Whooping cough, measles, all of these diseases that mumps, rubella, all of these diseases that actually are decreased almost completely from the society, from the well-developed countries that they have fully vaccination programs, which is amazing because now we know that we can prevent potentially deadly and fatal diseases just because we take this one simple vaccine. Some vaccines, we take them once. Some vaccines, we take them as injections. Some of them, we take them as an oral drop. Some of them, we take them nasally. So it depends on the type of the vaccine. If you need to know more about it, please make sure to do your research. And some of them, they need boosters. Right now, when the COVID virus vaccine, we took another booster after a few months, which is 1 dose and 2 doses, and now some of them, they need a 3rd dose as well. So we need boosters. Some of them within a few years, some of them not. So it depends on the type of the vaccine, and we talked about the effectivity of it. So are they safe? Are the vaccines safe? Actually, the vaccines mostly are 99% safe, which is very, very good for our body, but it does make some side effects, like the redness around your arm, like the pain around your arm, pains in the joints, like something called your body feels like a malaise. Malaise means like general tiredness for a day or two, like your body feels like very, very tired. You have a low-grade fever, which is one of the symptoms. But that's a good thing because it means like your body, your immune system is working to fight this vaccine that I gave you. It means your body is working. It means your body is making all the antibodies necessary for me to actually fight this virus or a bacteria. All right, what are the pros and cons or the positivities and negativity of me taking the vaccine? Positive thing, the pro, number one, is for me to prevent a potentially fatal disease, especially COVID-19 right now. It's actually, they kill more than 2 or 3 million people right now. I'm not sure of the precise number. So it could prevent you from a deadly disease. It could prevent you from a lot of things, could actually, like polio, I told you, a complete paralysis. You can easily avoid that, all right? It can actually make something called herd immunity. Herd immunity means if all of us, if we have, let's say 10 people in the room, 9 of those 10 people had the COVID vaccine. If this one person, number 10, had the virus, would he affect anyone else? No, because they all would be vaccinated. So it means herd immunity. It means like the whole community is immune. So eventually, people will not have the disease anymore. All right, so actually it is very, very positive. What are the negativities? If you have a very, very, very low immunity, you're not allowed to take the vaccines. Unfortunately, you need to go to a specialized doctor. You need to know the other ways to compensate it or at different timings, or if you're taking drugs. If you're sick right now, you're not allowed to take the vaccine as well because it might make it much worse. People actually have a lot of side effects when they are sick when they go and take the vaccine, so it's not allowed. Please make sure you go to a doctor and ask the doctor, especially if you feel like you're sick. You can postpone it a week or two, it's all right. All right, so and they have locally side effects. Sometimes the side effect could be something extreme like a seizure or something like that. But again, make sure to always be calling your doctor, calling your GP, making sure everything is fine. So all in all, vaccines are actually very, 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 very important for us to take. It actually does save lives every single year. It saves the statistics said after coming up with the vaccines, it saves up to 2 to 3 million lives every single year. So can you imagine this enormous amount of number, the massive number of people you could save lives just for you to take the vaccines? And when it comes to COVID-19 vaccines, the right thing to do is you take whatever available. All the vaccines are good. The ones are in the government are supplying. Whatever is available, take it. No matter what the type, all of them are approved by something called FDA, all right, Food and Drug Administration. There's no vaccine or drug could ever be released to the market or released to the hospital unless it's 100% approved. Approved that we made researches. Researches took couple of years, took sometimes tens of years, just for us to make a research and make more adjustments to make the final product with as least as side effect as possible for it to be safe for you. So believe me, whatever you take is approved. Whatever you take is not a conspiracy theory, is not anything, not anyone's trying to harm you, is the right and the safe thing to do. And it's the perfectly safe thing to do is to take your vaccines, because it's obviously really great and it's preventing a lot of diseases, and it has no relation what to do with autism. There's no research ever proved that it has anything to do with autism. It's just rumors, or people talk about with unscientific explanations. I told you, there isn't always a scientific explanation. So please go to the nearest hospital, go take your vaccines, make sure you take your boosters, make sure everyone in your family, because you would be protecting everyone around you, not just yourself, because it's the right and the safe thing to do. That's basically all what we talked about. If you want to talk about vaccines even more, we there have a previous episodes about the vaccine, especially the COVID vaccine. Make sure to check that. Please stay safe and take your vaccine, and thank you very much. I will see you guys next episode. Have a great day.